I'll seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you anyhow. I'll seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you anyhow. I see.
What's happening, motherfuckers? So I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet because I want to go and eat my pizza and it's about to arrive in 5 minutes. So everyone's been playing on their DKs recently. We've all been loving it, but it is getting a little bit boring. Everyone running the same old, same old. And considering that Rally is about to get nerfed into the ground from 1,650 down to 900, it's ineffective in groups entirely if you've got more than one person in it. And it's just not that great by yourself. You could outdo it with Nibene and Nocturne's play, for example. That's a higher proc. Or there's other sets in the game that will just offer you a flat, like, you know, Impreg will be higher than this. So there's no point of it. So we've been looking for replacement sets in the back bar. And this front bar set is absolutely devilish. So I'm going to get into this really quickly. Go over it. I'm going to explain the pots, the poisons, and the CP as fast as I can. So feel free to skip, but you will miss a lot of the juice of this fruit. And I will do it as fast as possible for you. So we have got Farron's Legacy on the front bar, Nirnhoned Mace, and Sharpened Sword. I'll come back to why I'm using this in a second. And we've got Clever Alk on the back bar, defending, Balork Heavy, medium, and that's because we're not relying on corrosive, so we still do want our pen and our weapon damage. Trainee, reinforced, one light belt, Clever Alchemist, Farron's Legacy medium on the hands, and we've got magic on all of the pieces that aren't the, you know, Hekijoed anyway, to increase that, just so you know. Heavy legs, Farron's Legacy, and medium feet, Farron's Legacy. We've got Clever Alk, neck, ring, and Malakoff Band of Brutality. I have tested every single one of the rings that I have access to and the ones that I like anyway. I don't have Monomyth. I don't think Monomyth would work for this anyway because I'm not relying on crit. It's more of a blunt damage kind of build. But I've tested Death Dealers, the Malakoff, and the Markham. Each one of them very similar results, but Malakoff's outperforming it because of the flat damage increase. So now let me get into why I'm using Farron's Legacy on the front bar. Farron's Legacy gives you health, stam, health taken, and when you block, every 5 seconds you get, for 5 seconds, you can add 3,290 damage to your next direct damage AoE effect, which is basically everything we're using on the front bar. This procs every 2 seconds. That is so quick, back to back. You will be blocking a lot on a DK, so back to back we're proccing this. I'm going to get into the CP now quickly and come back to it just so you understand why I'm using it. But if you couple this with Repulsed, you can end up with a 40k whip plus tooltip on this shit. And this is just foul because 5 seconds on Repulse, 2 seconds on that, it's back to back basically. But yeah, that's why we're rocking Farron's Legacy on the front bar. We've replaced we replaced Rallying on the back bar with Clever for now because I like it for the damage, but I might change that out for either Essence Thief or for Armor Master or even Fast Ride because all of these are much better and still offense, so offense and defense instead of just relying on something like pure stat boost. But that's why I'm not rocking Armor Master, plus it's a little bit bugged at the moment. But anyway, defending there, Nern, Sharpen, just so you know. When it comes to the abilities, every single one of these are buffed by Farron's Legacy. So right now we're looking at 8k when we're fully unbuffed, just standing here. But when we're fully buffed, this is like 20k plus. We're looking at 7k right now on Disintegrating Dragonfire. But when we're fully buffed, this goes up another 10k. It literally hits like a Dawnbreaker. You know, and then when it comes to the whip, we're getting 40k plus tooltips on the whip. So the reason I've gone with Dragon Standard of Might on the front is because we're getting an extra 15% flat increase on our damage. So we've got Malakoff's flat increase on the damage, and then we've got the flat increase with Repulse and Farron's Legacy. I'm trying to get as many flat increases as we can. So we'll go back to the CP again, and we've got exploiter. So I'm only hitting you when you're off balance, so I'm getting another 10%. So we are sitting at a lot of additional percentage damage because we've got 6% from Biting Aura, 10% from this. We've got the percentage from the Malakoff. We've got the standard. We are hitting like a dump truck. And we've still got resilience because obviously we need that for the critical resistance. I'll quickly get into the red tree, so I've just covered that. Survival instincts, Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering, and Fortified. The reason for all of them is because DKs do well, they're able to 1vx, so I'm not really trying to run around fast, I'm trying to stand in an area and hold it down. I can stack this up very quickly, and my resources aren't great, but this is helpful just a little bit, you know, as long as I keep up my inhale, because my recovery is dog shit on this. But that's because I'm using Sugar Skulls, and Sugar Skulls buff all of my stats. But again, on a DK, you really don't need it at the moment. If I keep on just doing this, get rid of a bit of it, and then I hit, there we go. This isn't even as good as it could be because it's not all the way low, but you can see the ticks you're getting. You really don't need recovery right now on DK as long as you're using your inhale basically, or Heart of Flame. But for the abilities, we've got Vigor, Shattering Rocks, Heart of Flame, Disintegrating Dragonfire, Whip, Standard, Back Bar, Blood of the Elder Dragon, Igneous Weapons, Shattered Spikes, or whatever the hell you want to call it, Half and Home because we will be holding down areas, and Incinerate. You can swap this out for Wings. It's kind of a flex spot. It's up to you what you want to put there. Wings or even Fragment, because if you want to put on Fragment and you're fully buffed, sorry, but light attack in, go like that, and you've got a girthy Vigor. Get some great ticks out of that. 5k's on the low side. That will jump all the way up to like 7. But you can still crit heal with the Malakoff ring on. So don't think it takes away your crit healing. It's just reducing your crit damage. And you're seeing a lot of these clips, I'm hitting people a lot harder with non-crits than I am for the crits. So you're not relying on crit, you're not relying on corrosive, you're just relying on somebody hitting you. And then just like Meliodas, you're going to full counter on their ass and smack them with the overpowered whip. I'm going to get into the poisons quickly though, just to show you them again. We've got the reduce their target resistance, add to my resistance, gives them adds vulnerability to them to increase their damage taken, and then gives me minor protection, which is why I'm not running Wings. It's kind of like a flex spot for me. If you want to be a super Chad, you can go and put on 2-piece resistances, just lose a little bit of damage. And these potions I'm using are ridiculous. Essence of Cowardice. Oh, there's my pizza. I've got to do this quick. But it gives me health. Obviously, we need that. It's helpful to hit the pot and get some health. And 5,000 plus spell resistance. So let me just buff up quickly. Oh my god, you can probably hear my dog's going crazy. But let me just show you the back bar resistances on this. 39, 33, buddy. Front bar 36. And most people are spell damage right now. My goodness. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. My pizza's here. I hope everybody enjoyed this. I'm going to go and do some pure class builds and my werewolf build, which I'm working on and having hella fun. So, as always, peace, motherfuckers.